Hello, everybody. Welcome to One Step to Wealth TV. We are getting ready to show the power of leverage at your fingertips, tied in with perpetual contracts. What are they? And also future perpetual contracts, and what's the difference between the two, and what are the exchanges that you are able to trade them on. So as I get this screen ready for you guys, sit back and relax and take notes. Feel free to share this with anyone that you feel should definitely be getting this information. All right. Hopefully everyone can see the screen right now at this time. I'm getting ready to switch over to desktop in just a second. So I'm on mobile. So I will be switching between the two throughout this presentation today. All right. So we have perpetual contracts explained. So we're going to go in, we're going to get into that. But first, we're going to talk about what is leverage. So we really want to understand what leverage really is, and why should we know what it is, and why we should be using it in our everyday endeavors going forth with making purchases. If we're business owners, we should know the power of leverage. Just knowing that how you can maximize a little bit of money really gives you the power, puts it back in your hands. So what we're going to do is we are going to go over what leverage is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my screens here. Okay, here we go. All right, hold on one second while I do this swap out here. Okay. All right, prepare for the switch now. Okay, it should still be recording, and now I should be able to switch my screens here. Give me 2 seconds as I do my little switch here, y'all. Yeah. Okay. I'll give y'all a share screen coming up right now. All right. Okay, so hopefully you guys should be able to hear me loud and clear. Please let me know if it is too loud because I can't adjust my volume.
No, it's good. You're good.
Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. So what I wanted to do here, close that.
And we're looking at gold.
We lost you now. I can't hear you, at least.
Yeah, I can't hear you neither.
Peace and blessings, Brother Noble.
Islam, Sister Carrie, Islam.
The optimization, I don't know if they have optimization over here, but it's not clear. And if you're speaking, we can't hear you, sis.
Yeah, I concur that too. Ooh, man, I hope you're not really talking or showing something. I hope you switching around.
Oh yeah, I know. I hope so too. I saw Sister Rosetta in the room, but I don't see her anymore. So I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna leave her a note in P2G.
Yeah, do that.
I just tried calling her too as well, but the line is busy, so it might be some kind of reception that's going on. I'm not sure, bruh. But yeah, I did try to call.
Um, okay, maybe she is having some issue, or maybe maybe somebody called her. I don't know, but I'll sit here and wait just to keep it open, just to see if she come back. But
Yeah, I'm
I
waiting
ain't doing
too.
nothing. All
I'm gonna
right.
wait too.
Oh, I'm gonna try to see if I can fill this room up a little bit, though.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah.
The guy decided what's going on here. Something out my eye. So yeah, something.
There you are.
You can in the app. I give you this to.
We didn't have you for we didn't
Yo,
have you for a good about 5 minutes or so.
was you talking that whole
Well, let me see.
time?
We lost you again, sis. Oh, there goes Sister Rosetta. Hey, Sister Rosetta. Sis, when you come back in the room, Sister Rosetta needs to be unmuted. I see you, sis. So when you're able to unmute Sister Rosetta, okay?
Okay, good morning. You can hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Good morning.
ma'am.
Yes. Glad to have you back. We can't hear you, sis, if you're speaking. And your screen, the optimization needs to, I don't know if optimization's over here, but it's not clear. So if you are speaking now, we can't hear you and the screen isn't clear.
How about now? Does everybody hear me now?
Yes, there you
Yes,
are.
yes,
hmm
yes.
And the screen is somewhat better. Let me see. It's a lot better. Yeah, it's a lot better than it was. Uh-oh, are you speaking again? Because we can't hear you.
All right, let's see if we can try from this end. I think it's connection
That's
issue
better.
again.
We got you now.
Yeah, it's connection. It was working
Okay.
earlier. It's dropped.
Okay.
Okay. Luckily, it's still recording, so it captured it all.
Yes.
Now I need Trinity. So what I was saying was that was very important. Hold on, I think the lighting is very low on this. Okay, so what I was pointing out is that on this weekly chart, this is something very, very important to look at. Our hidden trades, hidden breakouts.
Oh, that looks great.
Okay, so if you pay attention to my little green circle I have here, excuse me, I'm trying to get my mouse attachment. Okay, so paying attention to this right here, trades can be hidden inside of this, and I'm in very massive trades. The reason how you're able to spot these is the order flow that I teach to the students in One Step to Wealth Club. I'm trying to make this smaller so you guys can kind of see the breakout patterns. Okay. So we're going to pay attention to these little tiny candles located here in these areas. Very small. Looks like it appears that there's no volume there whatsoever. But in all actuality, it is. So when we look at stuff like, should make a line, huh? When we look at things like this, reversals. So we notice that price ran away from these tiny little candles, jumped up here, right? Hidden price, hidden buyers, hidden sellers, and hidden buyers are located in little tiny candles such as those. So when we look at stuff like that, you see it come back. It came back right back to the same exact area, right? So they sold off back to here. Bought here, sold off. Well, I'm sorry. It was more of a buy. I'm sorry. There was a buyer here. Price ran away. Has to come back and fill these orders again. Same thing here. Price came right back. And then off to the races again. Price comes back. Again. Now, what happened was this morning when I was doing my charting, I noticed price would come back here. I had already mapped out this morning that my trade would come up to 20 into the 1820s, which was correct. I'm sorry, this is the weekly chart, but what are we talking about here? This right here. Okay, so the weekly resistance and something to very much pay attention to is this is where we are now, and this is where we're headed. Because there's no other ones in sight. We've already passed this one. So now the next one is here. And we've already made it up to 1820 today. So imagine it's only 6 points away. Or $6 away, I should say. Excuse me. 600 points. Which is really not, I mean, if you look at the pattern of the candles, why wouldn't you think that it wouldn't be one big green pop up into this area? It is very possible that it can happen. This is a breakout point as well as this. So it kind of lines up. It's a breakout zone, actually. This ain't nothing but money. We're getting ready to come into money zones. So knowing these type of things, and say you don't have a lot of money, but you want to capitalize on these type of positions, that's where the power of leverage comes in for us here. So now that we see that, and I know you guys saw the earlier part, what I was showing. Now we're going to go talk about these perp contracts. Perpetual contracts explain how to trade a perpetual contract. Now, Phemex is the exchange that we're going to use. If you do not have Phemex and you would like to acquire Phemex, there's a link located on the Anointedsteps gems, which is, again, go to the link that I told you earlier, the Linktree link, One Step to Wealth, and you will be able to get to the Anointedsteps gems link will be located there as well. So you can go there and get started with Phemex today. It is one exchange that does not require your KYC. I strongly recommend not giving it up unless you feel comfortable doing so. Me personally, my privacy is very much so my is a big thing to me, so I don't give it up unless I absolutely feel it is a dire need to do so. Um, there's a lot of processes within cryptocurrency where you do not have to give up your information to make a transaction. I shouldn't have to give up my information unless something's being shipped to me directly. That's my thoughts. That's my feelings. And everybody may feel different about that, but that's just for me. And that's why I teach the way that I feel, because there are other people that feel the same way. So I teach those processes. Excuse me, I'm taking a drink. So, what is a perpetual contract? A perpetual contract is an agreement between two parties to sell or buy an asset at a fixed price without an expiration or execution date. So, this would be almost like options. If you've ever traded options before, this would be similar to that without having to deal with the expiration date. So, time is basically on your side. You're not pressed to make a profit uh, or correct a bad trade within a certain period of time. So that does allow that comfortability. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I had to step away for a quick second. Perpetual versus future contracts. A future contract has a predetermined future due date. A perpetual contract does not. Contrary to future contracts, there are no settlement options for perpetual contracts. The benefit of perpetual contracts um, has a predetermined, let me see, I'm sorry. I lost my place. I'm sorry.
You were
There
at
are
the
there are no settlement options for perpetual contracts. The
there you
primary
go.
benefit of perpetual contracts is that you are allowed to hold them indefinitely. So that is one reason why I do like Phemex a lot, you guys, is because of the fact that we are able to hold these contracts for long periods of time, and time is not a factor to us. So if we wanted to hold this contract for a whole year and make gains off of it for a whole year, then we can do just that. Okay.
That's interesting.
So before you start trading contracts, and this is different from future contracts, like I said, future contracts are they have expiration dates and they are time contracts versus the perpetual contracts. The future perpetual contracts at Phemex are not do not have expiration dates. Mm-hmm. So before you start trading contracts, it's important to understand the difference between a futures contract and a perpetual contract. Let's look at the differences between them and where they can be traded. Firstly, what is a futures contract? A futures contract is simply an agreement between two parties to sell or buy an asset at a fixed price. on a predetermined future date. Imagine that two investors enter one of these contracts with the underlying asset being Bitcoin. One promises to sell Bitcoin at an agreed price, while the other promises to buy it at the time the contract is due. Both of them must fulfill their promises regardless of where the price of Bitcoin is actually at. If the future price is higher than the original agreed price, the seller loses and the buyer wins. The opposite is true if the price goes down. So, what is a perpetual contract? A perpetual contract works much in the same way that a futures contract does, with one significant difference. As the name implies, a perpetual contract is one that does not have an expiration date. In the context of trading on Phemex, it is important to know that traders investing in perpetual contracts do not need to actually hold the underlying asset, in this case, Bitcoin. Profit can be made by directly predicting the movement of prices, as the contracts are designed to mirror the price of their underlying assets. For more information on this process, view what is a funding rate. And you can find that inside of Phemex by going to Phemex and going to their blog at phemex.com/blog. You can get to it from there, and then you can do in the search bar what is a funding rate, and it will pull up this article for you. Once the contract executes or closes, Phemex allows the difference in prices to be settled in their USD or BTC, which is Bitcoin. The benefits of perpetual contracts. The primary benefit of perpetual contracts is that you are allowed to hold them indefinitely. The lack of expiration or execution date means that when prices move against your position, you are not immediately stuck with a losing trade. Instead, as long as you have enough funds to maintain your positions, you can continue to hold and wait until prices move in your favor again, which is the most smartest thing to do. You only lose a trade when you close the trade out. So there should always be a risk management involved when trading. You should never be putting 100% of your capital up for the trade. That is very, very, very risky. I have done it many times, but I am very, very mindful of what I'm doing. I only put that risk on if I feel 100% without a shadow of a doubt I'm right on this trade that I'm taking, and that's very often, not so often, but when I'm convicted in that trade, I'm definitely convicted, and I'm taking that shot every time. So just to bring light on that, I probably would give you guys an example. Like, okay, so this is a weekly chart. For example, if I seen it get up here, I probably would be risk on if it broke out this area. I would probably do that. And I would probably be risk on if it broke out of the 2000s. I would. Just for a little bit, not for long, but I definitely would put on a whole bunch of risk just to acquire what I'm trying to acquire. But you have to understand greed and things like that. So you have to be very in control of your emotions before trying to even attempt to do anything like that. You have to have emotions of steel in order to execute a trade of that type of caliber. Not that it can't be done. I just say be careful. Let's see here. The benefits of perpetual contracts. Let me see that right there. Okay. How can perpetual contracts be more beneficial than futures contracts? Consider this example. Say that you are absolutely certain that the price of Bitcoin will go up. Unfortunately, you do not know how long it will take to do so. If the price has not gone up by the time your futures contract expires, you're stuck with a bad trade. However, with a perpetual contract, you can hold your position indefinitely. This way you can maximize your chances of success. Now, doesn't that sound way better than a than an expiration? You're stuck with a loser. I think
Most definitely.
Okay. Where can I trade a perpetual contract? On the Phemex platform, of course. Most cryptocurrency platforms do not offer perpetual contracts for trading. However, Phemex, the fastest and trustworthy cryptocurrency exchange platform in the market, does. There are other ones, but I have not tested them out. This was my first one testing out outside of KuCoin. And KuCoin has margin, but their perpetual contracts are the ones that have an expiration date on their futures contracts, and they're more so they're definitely leveraged, and they're only leveraged to 5x, because if you don't give up your KYC, that's the most that they'll give you on a futures contract. The max is, I think the max is 20x in KuCoin, so they're not going to give you all that unless you're giving up your personal information, which I am not. 5x is just fine for me, especially with a lot of the coins that they have that are offer you the futures contracts. They have Shiba Inu futures contracts, which is probably my most highly recommended futures contract to trade, because you can trade, like I said, to the upside and to the downside. And Shiba Inu moves very nicely every day. Whether it be a slow day or a very fast day, it moves very nicely. And you can make a lot of money off of perpetual contracts if you do it just right. Okay, so perpetual contracts, questions and answers, of course, Q&A. Is contract trading risky? Trading perpetual contracts amplifies the outcome of any deal. This means that you can yield bigger profits, but it also means that a decrease in your commodity price will liquidate your equity and close your position much faster. It is important to note that Phemex provides you with instruments to manage your risk. Now, these instruments to manage your risk we have what we call inverse perpetual contracts, which means inverse means opposite. So if you're going one way, the inverse would be going the opposite way. So there are contracts that you can put on to hedge your position, meaning to basically be on the other side of your position so you're not losing money in your account. So you're making money. So say if I'm trading to the upside and there is a short dip, I don't want to take a dip in my account, so I would put on a short contract and make a profit off the downside, and then close that contract when the reversal shows signs of reversals. Okay, here we go. How does my position stay open? Phemex makes use of funding, a periodic payment exchanged every 8 hours to keep the position open, reduce basis, and tether the price back to spot. All right. So visit funding history to learn more about the funding history of perpetual contracts on Phemex. Can perpetual contracts be settled? No contrary or futures contracts. Contrary to future contracts, there are no settlement options for perpetual contracts. Now, the key takeaways from all of this is condensing the above that I read to you. The main characteristics of perpetual contracts are they do not have an expiry date, which is an advantage over the futures market because there's no expiry. Speculative traders and investors alike can have a no pressure trading environment where they can hedge and even hold trades as long as they want. The possibility of margin and leverage trading of up to 100%. Now, let me be clear, on these gold contracts, you can get 100x. You don't have to give up your KYC for that. Let me just be clear on that. I will show you for a fact. I am a trade. The contract that I'm trading right now is a 100x contract. And I'm not using my whole account, but the power of leverage is very amazing where you're only using 10x leverage versus 100x leverage, which means that if I use 100x leverage, $10 could look more than $100. It could look like 1,000. Just making that more clear for you when you're turning up your X amount, your X leverage. It makes it appear that you have way more money than you actually have. So even though you're playing with $5, that $5 could look like $50, or that $5 can look like $500. And if they gave you 1,000x, or 1 to 1,000 is what they would call it, you would be looking like you had $1,000 off. Yeah, 5,000. No, $5,000. I'm sorry. So that's what the power of leverage allows you to have. And I learned about that through Forex trading. The power, how the power of leverage can really boost your account, but it also can really tear your account to pieces if you're not careful and you don't follow a strict trading rules and keep your emotions out of the game. Since the leverage is so high, since the leverage is high, traders can open or close a position with only a fraction of their account balance. This is awesome. Contracts therefore offer a potential to make a higher return from a smaller initial outlay than investing directly in the underlying security. Okay, so that was just a little information breakdown about Phemex, and perpetual contracts. Explain how to trade perpetual contracts, the difference between those perpetual contracts and perpetual future contracts. They're both future contracts, but one has expiration dates and the other does not. And the difference between exchanges that carry them to with Phemex would be the one without expiration, and KuCoin would be the one with expiration. Sadly enough, they do not have Shiba Inu perpetual contracts over here, or I would be over here trading a lot more in Phemex than I am. So I have to deal with the time trading inside of Phemex, doing the futures contracts over there. But like I said, if you're timing it by maybe an hour trading, or maybe 4 hours trading, 8 hours trading, or even, 15, 20 minutes, whatever, you don't have to wait for it to expire in order to close your trade out. That is another thing that you should understand when getting into trading contracts versus buying and holding cryptocurrency of any sort. So now that we got that out the way, I showed you what gold looked like on the chart. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys my Phemex. All right. Excuse me. Okay. So now I tell you guys about the power of leverage. All right. I got 89 in trading, in the contract trading account. Investment. And the investments account is $39.99. Remember, I was telling you guys that you can still earn interest on your money, even though it's not 100, even though the minimum is 100. I'm still earning money every single day. You can look and see here, even though it's only $39 in there, and the price fluctuates. Even though it's in USDT, it still fluctuates because people are buying and selling USDT. So it fluctuates 0.01%, I believe. But anyway, so this is how much I've been making since I put this. So originally I put 139 in, and then I took 100 out, and that's where I put it over here into the contract account. So I'm coming back up right now because gold is taking a dip. So therefore, you see, that's why my account is in a dip, because it actually was at 100 and something dollars. So nothing is in my spot wallet because I have everything over here in these other wallets. I'll probably will send some over there at another time, but not right now. I'm focusing on one thing at a time. So what we're looking at here is we see that it's taking a little dippy dip. The contract I was telling you guys that I do have open. I don't know why you did that. Okay. So I'm down $11 on this contract that I have right now, down 17%. The contracts that I'm controlling is 3,091 contracts. I bought in at 1816.65 mark price right now. This is the price that is sitting at right now, which is why I'm down this amount. Liquidation price, my margin that I'm using is $63.77 out of my entire account, which is 91 right now, sitting at $91. So I'm using that much amount of my account right now. This is the realized P&L, profit and loss so far. So if I close out this trade, this is what I think I will realize, I think, as a loss. No, actually I'll end up losing more. Oh, and that's the reason why is because the contract that I got open, they opened me like $3 in the hole. So that's why. So technically, if I close this trade out right now, if I did like this, no, I'm sorry. I can get out at this price. You have to do one of these moves. It's not doing it. Yeah, they're messing with me. I could actually, yeah, I could get out at that price, but anyway, I'm staying in because of what I see. So I have my take profit is set here. So even if I was to take you in so you guys could look at it, it should have closed out earlier because it did hit 1820, but it didn't hit 1820.35. I was just shy. That's a little bit. So I would have made $11 on this contract. And like I said, $63 and change is controlling this contract. So if I wanted to close it out at, I'm sorry, I think some of this did close out. That's what it seemed like to me. Let me check. Yeah. Yeah, because if it did partially close, it would have told me. Okay, so it didn't. Maybe I'm just tripping just a little bit. Yeah, okay, so my sell order is already in. It's going to sell at market price. It's not been triggered yet. It is a short position, and that's what coincides with this right here. My take profit, 1820.35. So that automatically, as soon as this order gets filled, this opens up that order on the book. And it will, as it gets filled, you'll see that in the position size that it coincides with that's getting filled. So this is the take profit, and the distance away from that profit right now is $9.79. So I'm $9.79 away from my target right now. And yeah, so this is just showing you that contract, the order details of what's supposed to happen. Okay, and this was the time that the order was put in, I believe, 11:43. No, 12:28. No, yeah, this is what time I put the order in. So I did this order on the 20th at 2 o'clock this morning, or 2 o'clock UTC time.
And I see that the short is red, so that means sell.
Yeah, so it's set to sell at 1820.35. So now, see, I'm getting closer to the distance, $9.04 away from my target, my trigger price being hit.
Awesome.
If I wanted to combat this trade, what I was explaining to you guys earlier, like if I didn't want to take this $10 hit, or I knew that it was going to drop, like I seen this coming just because of, this was rolling over and this crossed, I would have caught that. See, I would have caught this bend over here, which would have mean that this, once I see this print right here, once I see it gives me this arrow in this print, that means we're selling. That's just a little trick that I wanted to let everybody know. This is a buy trick. Like this is like your hidden trick to let you know, like, we're not going any lower. This lets you know this is a new candle forming right here. That's what that lets you know. This is the bottom of that candle. This is the top. And this If you was to count these candles, like I told y'all before, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It's a whole day. So now, when you see a whole day, and you look at the prices that I just told you, 1802.65 to 1820. What was the parameters for today? Hold on. 1802.65 till today, 24 hours, 1820. Okay? From the bottom of this candle, the top of that. Look at that. That's why I say zoom out, then come in. Now you was already ready. And you would have been catching money on the downside, which actually I'm going to take advantage of that right now. So I'm going to go to my limit order.
I know that's right.
1810. I'm going to take a 25% position. I only have $38.24 available, but I'm going to be controlling a value of $823.14. Let me see. Reduce only or post only. That will only allow your order to be posted when it can enter the order book. In other words, this condition is designed to ensure that you will receive a maker rebate, meaning how much you're paying in fees. If this is not the case, then the order will immediately cancel. So I'm making the order, so I would like to do this. If I wanted to reduce my position, then I would be doing this. So reduce only will only reduce your position, not increase it. If this order would increase your position, it is amended down or canceled such that it does not. All right, so let's see. I want to take that like order, and it's already 100x like I told you. So I'm going to short. Order submitted. Order canceled. What happened? Okay, let me look at my orders right now. Okay, nothing changed. Not really sure what happened. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel this because I can put it back in. Yeah. So we're going to short this 1880. Well, that's interesting. I should be able to. I should be able to protect my position. I'm not understanding. Maybe conditional. Trigger price quantity. I'm not really sure what is doing it like this. All I want to do is get a little bit of this pie here. Close on trigger. I don't want to close. Mm-hmm. I believe this is correct.
Went through that time, huh?
Huh?
It went through that time, huh?
No, it's actually just sitting on the book. Trying to get it to fill actually.
Oh, okay.
I would love this one actually. Let's see if they'll let me get it. Conditional order. Actually, I don't like that. Okay. So for that, limit. Post only. Halfway. Order submitted. Then over here, being that it didn't fill yet, we're going to edit. Try and catch. Try and catch a price. 49, 50, 60. Let me see. You don't want me to get none of this action. Well, you know what? I understand. Because this ain't the play I'm supposed to be taking. Because I know better. So, you know what that means. I'm not supposed to be selling way down here. That's a clear sign. You ain't getting that lifestyle. You're gonna get hurt. So, I'm gonna look at let's see, 12 hours. Okay. So we look like we're coming, it looks like it's coming down to this little area right here. It's a nice little zone. Remember I told you about these little tiny hidden candles here. So I can expect a little pop once it reaches down in here. So what's that mean? 1803, 1808.03. It's not bad. Let's see. 0775. We got a pop over here in it. 1808.29. These are just numbers to keep in mind. All right. So for me, that seems more like, as I'm seeing right here, that's more of a smarter choice, was to be a buyer. Why? And why is that? Is because you do what? Buy low, sell high. If I would have sold, this is what I've been running into. Immediate losses. Look at the pop. So that's why I say, and when I keep telling people do not chase price, that is why. Get your head toe off. You could be worried about what's going on in the 1 hour chart, but not realizing what's happening on a 12-hour chart trumps what's happening on a 1 hour chart. You running into it, you thinking it's dropping further and it's going to be a reversal. Now, mind you, this thing is a 12-hour. So we're looking at the day, we still sitting in the same area, but this is looking towards the upside. We're still green here. So that means we still have room to go. Let's look out into the weekly. we still sitting at 60, 63 on the weekly. So what's that mean? We still got more upside to go. What's the MACD look like? Well, let's zoom on in and see. MACD look like it's about to take another run to the upside. Looks nice to me. Now, I could be wrong because JP Morgan likes to hold gold prices. So there's been plenty of times I've been like, oh, we're going to the moon. And they've held the price because they know what's going to happen. And they want to get all their friends involved first before they let it go. So if we see this right here, this looks beautiful. I've been waiting for this. So this is a monthly chart like I showed you guys earlier, and I told you what we're looking for. And that was 18 up here. Nope, I'm sorry. It was like 1877, something like that. This candle right here. Nope. Actually, I need the weekly. Let me show you. It's on the weekly chart. That's the one. Is it? Nope. Sorry. Where's my little star? There it is, right there. Whoops. That one. Right there. These are the price ranges for gold that you need to be mindful of. I would definitely take a screenshot of this if you want to right now. Take a screenshot of it and keep it in your memory bank, because this high, this low, this close, and this open are very important numbers that you need to have when you trading this gold from here on out for the next couple weeks going on into the new year. These are numbers you're going to see quite often. And if I was you and if I was buying physical, this should be the price that you want to acquire it. If you don't have any yet, you should be trying to acquire in this price range or under this price range, which is right where we're at right now, because this is where we're going back to. We already hit 1820 today. We're $6.25 away from this target price, and we already hit $6. We were $6.25 away from this low already. Y'all keep playing around if y'all want to. Trying to tell you, when you get married to a specific coin or asset or whatever, you know how this thing moves, or what is the potential. This is all projected, because perpetual contracts is just us predicting price and getting paid off of being correct. That's all. All right. And also want to tell you guys about this order book. Here's a way to understand where the sellers are as well, as by reading the order book, which is also something else I will be teaching in the academy, in One Step to Wealth Academy, where I will teach people how to be emotionless traders, and trade to a high level, as if you were working with a with a hedge fund company or a prop firm on Wall Street. So right now we're knowing that this is where price is right now. Of course, the bid and the ask. So these are the buyers and these are the sellers. So the lowest seller is selling at $18.09 $18.0950, and the highest seller is at $18.1370. So I could definitely buy here and know to sell here, because there's somebody selling 32,000 32,000 contracts. I believe that is 32,000 coins or contracts. Let me see. It's supposed to be able to tell me my by size. Let me see. I don't know if this is contract size or if this is coin size. Dollar amount. I'm sorry. Because the contract amount, because basically what I'm saying is, using leverage, I can't really tell what this is, because it just says size, and it's not giving me a specification whether it's the size of an amount or if it's the size of how many US dollars, or the lot size versus dollar size versus lot size of how much I'm controlling. So that I cannot identify for you, and it doesn't have any options up here for me to show you guys that. So I can only speculate, which I don't really want to do. So let's see. Now, of course, this contract is going to be down because as it's coming back up, I will notice a dip. And then as it's going up, no, I'm sorry, as it's coming down, like as people are buying, I will notice my, this will go further to the upside. This will, start making money. It's kind of weird. I've actually been trying to figure out what that is. So I'll do a little bit more research in so I can properly explain why that happens so people don't freak out and close their positions because of the fact that they're like, well, it's going up, but I'm losing money while it's going up. And it's an offset. And of course, remember funding history, it said to understand how the contract is able to be open is because of certain things that are going on in the background that you don't know. So please, if you are going to be using Phemex, along with the rest of the One Step to Wealth Club students, then I would strongly recommend you read that so you can get a better understanding of it, so you don't get freaked out of trades, because that's like the worst thing in the world, is to get freaked out of a trade and then to see it go ahead and go, and you're like, man, I could have been in there, but I got freaked out. So that's why I try to teach people to be emotionless traders, so their emotions don't get the best of them and have them closing out of a trade, or close it out for a loss when all they had to do was maybe wait 15 more minutes or wait a couple more hours, and we would have been right back. So just go find something else to do instead of staring at the screen, because staring at the screen can give you anxiety, make you nervous. You lose sleep. If you're tired, please do not trade. That is very, very bad. I can definitely tell you that myself. I've tried to trade with one eye open and blown an account doing that before too. So I strongly recommend people don't do that. Excuse me. Hopefully that doesn't mess up my sound here. Let me know if you guys can still hear me loud, or if I need to make
You're
any
good.
adjustments to my volume.
You're good.
All green.
Hold on 1 second. I can't hear y'all. Y'all look low. Give me 2 seconds. All right. I should be back in now. Okay. All right. So, does anybody have any questions about what I went over so far? Because we're coming to the close anyway.
Good morning. My name is Rosetta. I want to ask a question.
Yes.
I heard you talking about Phoenix. Is that recommended for like beginners?
Yes. I work with a lot of beginners. And it's very easy to walk you through. And the reason why it's very good for beginners, because this is using the power of leverage. So like I said, using $10 with a 10x could appear as if you're using $100, which that way, if you lose the $10 in your trade, it's not like you lost $100. It appears to the eye because of the leverage that you're using, but in all actuality, all you lost was $10. So that's why I say this is a beautiful concept for people who are beginners, because it takes the fear out of trading.
Okay. Because I've been trying to understand the trading, but I do fall back because I don't know what I'm actually doing, so I try to watch different ones. I am on the P2G network with Mr. Thomas. Sometimes I go to the training class and sometimes I don't, but I'm still trying to understand it more. So that's why I would. Do you offer classes that are for beginners or?
Yes, I do. So everybody that comes into the One Step to Wealth Club, I'm hoping that it's not too much information that's in there that you guys can't scroll all the way back to see the beginner videos that I have in there. That just teach little things to get you started. earning cryptocurrency without trading. So far as playing games and doing simple little mining things just to get the feel of it, and learning how to use a wallet first so you can start moving money around. And then once I get there, most people go through the P2G networks before they come over here, because a little bit more workshops and beginner structured over there. I'm trying to incorporate that over here as well, because I have a little bit more advanced training over here, but I do want to have that beginner trading because I know how to basically curate things to people's learning, their different learning abilities. People learn on different levels, so far as visual, audio, hands-on learners and stuff like that. So I kind of curate it to that. And then when we do our one-on-ones, which are, though the one-on-ones are more.
I didn't hear the last part.
She might be having some connection issues.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see.
Just give us some time. She might.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. How you doing, Miss Karen? How was your holiday?
Oh, I'm doing well, thank you, sweetheart. It was good. I did some cooking and then relaxed, so it was beautiful. And yours?
Oh, it was great. Nice and quiet with my grandkids.
Good. Oh, all right. Yes. Oh, I can't wait to get some time in with my grandkids.
I'm just trying to understand this more, the
Oh yeah,
trading more.
and looking at it like every day, little bits here and there, and going over the videos when you can get it in, every day. You'll start understanding it more and more.
Yeah, I want to
You'll
ask
get
her how
more
do I
familiar.
locate her videos. I have to find out where I can
Oh,
locate her videos.
oh, okay, okay. Yeah, like this one will be available for today, but she'll put it in the chat.
Oh, okay. The Black Girls Do Crypto one?
I don't know. I think it's going to be here at the One
Okay.
Step to Wealth
Okay.
TV. But she'll let
All right.
us know.
I just happened to stumble across it when I was out on the Black Girls Do Crypto Telegram and stuff. And I happened to see it. I said, oh, let me just check it out and see what it is.
Oh, yes,
So
yes.
that's what happened.
She's between her and Brother Al,
Right.
we will pick it up and be fluent in trading. We just got to give
Okay.
ourselves to get it in.
Right. Okay. One more thing. I'm gonna ask you, like, we're online. When are we going back to P2G? Is it starting next Monday or?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
no problem.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. And then Crypto Boomers is on Fridays now.
Yeah, I happened to see that one time. So I thought it was just that one time. So it's strictly going to be on Fridays.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. No
Okay.
problem.
Yes, sort of took off some of the time on Sunday because we have university, we have Black Girls Do Crypto, and then Golden Coin Kings, and
Yeah,
then
that was a lot.
yes, yes.
Okay.
So that's
All
working
right.
out better for everybody.
Right. Okay, no problem.
It looks like, no, I don't even see her. She might have dropped off. She's got to come back in.
Probably got
Mhm.
disconnected. We'll wait a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Was
And I
she
know she's,
home?
huh?
Was she home? Cause you know she be on the move and stuff be don't charge and shit be dying.
Oh, what? Yeah, I believe she was home though. Yeah. I don't think she'd be moving on this one.
You absolutely right. You're right.
And I see it still recording because right there, that little red dot behind fingertips. So it's still recording. Yeah, it seems like she lost connection because she's totally out of the room.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. When she was showing her screen, I had seen 9% by chance. So in my head,
Oh,
everything just died. Um, if she is home, then it shouldn't take her that long to get back. But I don't know.
no, it shouldn't.
I don't want to keep everybody waiting.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I know. I believe she was home because I heard like a dryer. I think I heard the dryer, like a dryer in the background. So earlier. So I think she's home.
I'll wait around then.
Okay. I'm glad we all here though, because this is going to change our 2021 learning this skill and putting it to
I,
work.
I be trying to tell people, man. Listen, man. It's fiat about to go away. Federal Reserve notes about to give blank. They got
I'm
crypto
sorry.
running amok. You better
For
jump
real.
on this before this shit go away, and you be
For real, bruh.
listen,
For
man.
real, bruh. Yep.
I got people who don't even want to pay this no mind and just want to worry about their life and paying bills. It's different. And I even tell people like, listen, like, plus what she's doing, and let's say everybody still listening to Dr. Bay about the nationality thing. Yo, this
Yeah.
protects us to a higher degree. I'm
Yes.
it goes deep. People gotta want to dig deep. This shit deals with a
Yes.
lot. You need to learn this shit, man. People are
That's so
telling you
true.
what you can buy food for your baby. Yo, it's just so it's so important.
I feel you, bruh.
It's
I
just
feel
so
you on
important,
that. Yep.
man.
Yes, it is a necessity. Oh, she's back in the room.
Oh, back.
Oh no, y'all fine. My connection went out, so and it had
We,
notified me kind of late.
Oh,
we
But
figured
uh,
it was probably the connection or the battery or something.
so did anybody have any more questions?
I think Sister Rosetta was still. I don't know. I think she was still talking.
No, I was just wondering. I'm saying that when you give your lessons or whatever, do you give them like in the morning or afternoon or different times? Or because I work in the morning. The only reason why I caught this one is because I work in a school and I'm off on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just wondering, do you have them like in the afternoon or because I
I
would like to
have.
listen in on some of them.
So for me, because I have two kids as well, and married, and so for my schedule, I try to come in early in the morning, um,
Mm-hmm.
and have anybody that has any classes around then. So I'm really kind of open between anywhere between 8 to 4, somewhere around there, and
Oh,
that's
okay.
Eastern Standard Time. Um, so
Okay.
anywhere between there, but like I said, when I do certain things, that are in these spaces, I like to record them so people who don't get to see it live,
Okay.
they can at least watch the recording.
And how
Or
do
you
I
can let me
get to
know,
the
hey, I won't be
recordings?
able to make it to that one. Could you send me a personal recording so I can have
Okay.
it for later? And I'll do that.
And if I wanted to access your recordings, where would I go to access them?
Okay, so for here, anything that happens with each broadcast room,
Mm-hmm.
there's a chat that should be connected to it. So you would go inside the chat room. So for this one, there's a One Step to Wealth TV. It's called let me see. I should be able to show y'all from here. Hold on. I should be able to see my. Y'all see my screen right now?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. So there is One Step to Wealth public forum. One Step to Wealth TV public forum. This would be where the video is going to be. After once I close this session, it's going to automatically give me a copy, and I'll put it in here.
Okay, because I'm actually a visual learner, so I always have to go back and look at it again to try to understand it more.
Absolutely. That's how I'm like that too.
Thank you.
Okay. So as soon as this is done, then I will send you guys the recording. Well, the recording will be inside the room that I just showed you guys. So let me give you a link to that, so in case anybody doesn't have it. And also, this is located on the link tree, One Step to Wealth. The button will take you into that forum room as well. When it says join the conversation, that's the button.
Okay, so it's Linktree, One Step to Wealth. Okay.
I'm going to give you. All right, this is the link to. Public group here. Okay. Oh. All right. Now that's for the group, so everybody can go in there and get a copy of the video. Also, the link tree I will put in here as well. Okay, step 12. And one more is the Anointedsteps Gems link tree. Okay. So all three of those links right there will take you to the spaces that I explained earlier. And you guys will be able to get all access.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Let me see. That is inside of the public forum. Oh, hold on. I wasn't supposed to go in there. TV. Here we go. I apologize. Wrong spot. Okay. So this and this. This forward to the TV channel. Okay. Now you all should be able to see it inside of this room that we're actually in right now. All right. Now you all have all the links that you need, and I will be putting the copy inside of the group room in a few minutes. And actually, I'll put it in here as well. I'll put it in both.
Yeah, I seen the notification come through.
Okay, good. All right. Well, thank you all for joining the show. And definitely we'll see you guys on the next one, which will be Thursday at 10 a.m.
Sounds like a plan. Appreciate
you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Appreciate you all for showing up. Much love, peace, and blessings, y'all.
Likewise. Bye bye. Have a good
Much
day.
love,
If y'all
peace
have
and
any more
blessings.
questions
Much
before I get
love,
started,
peace and blessings, y'all.
Oh, yeah, you know.
much
Any
love.
question?
Y'all take care. I'll see y'all Thursday.
Nah, I think I'm good for the day.
Any more questions? Before we, you sure?
Oh, I got a question. Where would a person go to start with their crypto? What would be a good idea?
If I wanted to start with crypto, just
You know,
starting
like as
out.
a beginner or something like.
Hmm. Mm, I I like to say KuCoin because it allows you to stake first. Either KuCoin or Phemex because I believe you can get that. But KuCoin first. I think KuCoin because you can move money very easily. In there, you can learn how to do things by staking. I teach staking first with KuCoin so people understand how to get the money up there and how to start making your money work for you first in its most simplest form. So yeah, I would say I would recommend KuCoin being the first thing to download as a platform.
Oh, I also got a question. Do you help people with changing their green dollars and learning how to maybe work with gold? I had learned that from somewhere, somebody.
Yes. So there's a process of that I use. I don't use fiat dollars. I actually use a account called Glint that is tied to a gold storage account in gold storage in the Switzerland vault. So with that, the card that is tied to that account is a debit slash MasterCard, which I can go in the store and use it just as if I would my bank card. But it so far as when you're looking at your transactions, they are paid out in the weight of gold. So you would need to learn how to use the metric system once again, which is actually was taught in school. I don't know at what time they took it out, but that's something you need to know. Ounces, pounds, grams. Those are things you need to know. Those measurements. What is the other thing?
Appreciate that. Sister. Thank you.
Oh yes, you're welcome. So
Yeah, that's
that's
what's
the easiest way to convert your fiat dollars into gold. And also their minimum delivery is 10 grams of gold. So, and that would be according to whatever spot price is at the time. So you can call them up and say, hey, I would like you to deliver. I would like to call for a delivery. So the minimum is 10 grams. So at right now it'd be like probably $5,000 or so, a little over 5,000 at current spot price. So you could, excuse me, so you could actually acquire your gold that way straight out of your account and get physical storage right at home. Also using it as a savings account, and also you can use it as a trading account and also a storage. So it actually has a multi-use, and that's how I actually use it in a multi-use. So I would have money inside of my Glint account that is in fiat, and as the price of gold dips, I buy in, and the price goes back up. I make money in my gold account. I take the profit, I put it back into fiat dollars, and then rinse and repeat. So the gold market is open 5 days a week. So I trade inside of my gold account 5 days a week. So I acquire gold off of the gold that I have in there. And that's what you're supposed to do. It doesn't matter what asset it is, your asset should be working for you in some sort of way. You
one of
should
those
not be.
gold cards. It's like a Visa card, a debit card, the gold card.
Yes, it's called Glint. If you go to my Anointed Steps Gems link tree, um, that is the one that has will have access for you to get started with that. And
Okay.
there's no referral code or anything like that. You just sign it up. Um, and when you're filling out your address, because
Uh-huh.
it's just like opening a bank account, but you're controlling money in a vault. I mean, you're controlling gold in a vault, so you have to give your actual information because you're the physical owner of this gold
Oh,
that you're acquiring.
okay. Okay.
So when you're doing your address, it's going to be in the British form because this company, the bank account, will be controlled from Great Britain, but your gold is in Switzerland. So your If you have an apartment number, it will be the apartment number first. Then it will be the street number and then your address. So that's the way you write it out, because I did have a couple of questions from people when they were signing up. Is there a specific way you have to write your address out, because it's in the UK? So you just write it out that way. So remember, it is apartment number. No, I'm sorry. Yes, apartment number,
Apartment number. Mm-hmm.
comma,
Street number.
street number,
Mm-hmm.
comma, address. And then
Okay.
the rest is normal, like you would normally write it out.
Okay.
City, state, zip code.
For the application. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
they will send you a card out, and it will come in about 7 to 10 business days. The card is black. It will come in a little small envelope, and it's inside of one of those little it's kind of like a small little pamphlet, and it's stuck together, so you have to open it up. So notice if the seal is not, that little gummy seal, if that's not closed.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
you'll open it up, your card will be inside of there, you'll pull the card off, and you'll go inside of your app, and then you will activate your card, and then you're good to go. It will give you a PIN number. That will be the PIN number that you use when you're doing your debits. If you ever forget your PIN number, they have a temporary one that they can always give you, or whatever the case may be. But when you first sign up, and it will text you your PIN number, your actual PIN number that you will be using. So remember that number, that's yours, and you're off to the races.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Okay. That sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
All right.
And you and definitely you can link any bank card to it, and it will basically your money will be over there in like as fast as XLM moves. There's no couple days to wait or anything like that. It will come immediately. So there's no waiting time on that. So
okay, so you link a debit card. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so as soon as you get the card, and matter of fact, you can transfer your money over there before you get the card, because I did that. My money was over there safe and secure before I even got my bank card in the mail.
Huh. All right.
And if somebody else, perfect bonus, if somebody else has a Glend account, you can also send them money, just like you was Cash App them money and stuff like that. So I can either send you gold or I can send you money.
Oh.
So that's another thing.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. And this is in under your link tree.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Okay.
if you go into the Anointedsteps gems link tree, that one will have
Gems.
all that all those good old gems for you there.
Got it. Yeah, I'm acquainted with the gems. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Any more questions, y'all, before we close out?
No, it was great service. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Everything was helpful.
You're welcome.
Yes. Yes.
Told y'all always gotta come with a bag. Come with a bag.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you all go get on to y'all days, and I will see y'all Thursday if you show up for the show, and it'll be at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If it doesn't start exactly at 10, it'll be around 10:15. But the phone will be open at 10 for you guys to file on in.
Okay.
Okay. No problem. Thank you. Have a good day.
All right. You're welcome. Have a blessed one.
Bye-bye.
Yes, you're blessed.
Bye.